That was so long.
Remember, I bought one for you. Oh, yeah.
It was his fault. You should have been busting people.
We're ready, Eric.
Ready.
We got time.
Good luck, guys.
Our table got a penalty. That killed him.
I got a penalty too earlier.
Yeah, but he got it at a more crucial time.
Yeah, at a little bit more inopportune time.
Meow.
There we go.
Five folds. Six folds. Seven folds. 8 folds.
Raise.
3 folds.
250.
See 2 raises. 250.
We weren't doing that at our table. We were doing one table. We were making it nice. We can be done. Right?
Correct. That was the longest. 5 on 5.
That was long.
Holy cow. It was an hour and 20 minutes or something.
Yes. Folds. 7 folds. 8 folds. 9 folds. 1 fold.
Raise. 200,000.
2 raises. 200,000. 4 folds. 5 folds.
So easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
That's what he was doing on my first table, like
So easy.
10 hours ago. He might be in trouble. He was the first one to bust. Now he's going to win. First one to bust, now he's going to win.
I think that's, yeah.
I thought you were the second to bust, but the other guy didn't get the thing. You got the
Yeah,
prize, though.
basically, yeah. First one to bust and rebuy.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a hoodie, a hat, and free time.
Chocolate Thunder hoodie?
No.
Thank you. 7 folds. 8 folds. And that's 225. 1 fold. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 folds.
Warm in here. Everyone else is warm. It's light.
fours.
Wow, who was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got clubs. Lots of clubs come out. I haven't cracked aces today yet. Oh, that ain't gonna do it. Six.
Be a six
Chop,
chop.
chop, chop.
Six for a chop.
It kind of looks like it a little bit.
Yeah.
You got me.
All right.
It was nice playing with you, man.
Yeah, take it easy.
Good luck, guys. You got me? Yeah.
That's really good food.
Running the aces.
They look pretty close to that. They have
First time today.
Yeah. Nice.
Rick, you in here getting info on us?
What is that?
I said, Rick, are you getting info on us? I know it.
Right.
1-4.
250.
Give a guy some chips and just raise it.
Yeah. Hold the action, please. Buttons on 6. Two bets, 250.
It's going to be a mistake.
There's only one guy who says that we shouldn't win.
Yeah.
6 folds, 7 folds. Nine call. Nine checks in the dark. Checks. Nine checks.
250.
2 bets, 250. Nine calls, 250. Nine checks,
Check.
2 checks. Hit.
All that ass, you guys got enough.
Just starting, huh? Just starting.
Try using this as a microphone for now.
All right. As we're trying to get things squared away here in the booth, commentary-wise,
Yeah, that's working.
hoping to dial things in here again. We are at the final table of our $50K Guarantee Winter Classic.
Too loud.
One player has been eliminated. The final 8 remaining players playing for over $16K up top. Again, out of 335 runners, creating a prize pool of just over $70,000.
All right, Hardcastle here in the small blind here. Again, blind versus blind position. Ovale opt to make a move here and does make it 275. And a snap fold from Hardcastle with pretty much air.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Two and a quarter, all in.
And all right, back to the action at hand. Mr. Bill just going to get his chips in, doesn't have much of anything to work with. Bowker now with 4s and the +1 could look to potentially isolate.
All in.
Oh, and Hiron's going to ISO rejam 15 big blinds. Going to put Mr. Bill in a tough position. Seen some of Mr. Bill's outs wasted. Mr. Buford
How much is that right there?
could get a ladder up due to Mr. Siegel busting a few hands ago.
Hope you got ace king, Larry.
You do?
I said I hope you do.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Yeah, little suited little connecting card.
7-8.
Yeah. You're gonna be blind.
Yeah, we're going to get this in. Heads up, Mr. Hirons versus Mr. Bill.
An ace also, so.
They won't want to make a profit.
Things squared up here now. I think in the booth again, Eddie the Asian Sensation in the booth, along with Chris Dude Maestro Larkin.
Hello, everyone.
Ace still in the lead.
Outs and more outs.
Not a bad flop, though, for Bill.
Oh, it does pick up some additional. Oh,
Had him on flop.
had him on the flop with those outs.
10 or 5, no.
Oh,
GG's, Mr. Bill.
yeah, man.
All right, where do I go?
I should go to law.
Mr. Bill being eliminated in 8th place. Just under $1,900. Now 7 players remaining again.
Well, I laddered up
Blind
once,
levels,
and I only had
50K,
200,000
75K,
chips, so it's not so
75K,
bad.
big blind Annie.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these players very shallow
I should have probably used
as they enter the final table.
Yeah, the final table bubble took quite a while to burst. They were playing 5-handed each at 2 tables.
An ace and it was suited too. So
And
I'm calling.
blinds just kept on climbing. No one wanted to be that last one. And as a result, the average depth here is not very deep.
And for the first time riding this tournament, we hit our guarantee at our first break 2 hours into the tournament with a 4.5-hour registration. So very successful tournament overall. 50K guarantee, ended up hitting 70,350 in the prize pool. Mr. Irons here, Larry, gonna open up suited Broadway cards. Hardcastle could opt, yeah, he does opt to rip it here. Again, considering some of these ICM implications with some of these smaller stacks, going to be tough for Mr. Hirons to put this call in with some shorter stacks left in the field.
Let me count how much.
He does cover Hardcastle.
But would only leave him with about 4 big blinds, with the big blind coming up in just a few hands. So
And he does let it go.
correct fold again, considering ICM with the final 7. The pay jumps are not going to be as significant for these next few pay jumps as players are limited. However, again, obviously with 16K up top, pay jumps really start mattering more in the 4th and 5th place position, where 5th is going to be paying 4K, 4th 53K, and there's almost nearly a 2K bump to 3rd. So these remaining 7 players looking to at least ladder up a few spots, hoping for these short stacks to bust.
Yeah, keep in mind this was a $250 buy-in, so in terms of buy-ins, each ladder is more than that, and has value in that way. So you see 2 here, Chocolate Thunder. I heard as I was walking up to the room today, he was our first bust out today.
Correct.
And he's hoping to be the last survivor. Made it all the way to the final table here.
Yeah, made an announcement as the tournament started that the first player to bust and felt in a reload gets a mystery bounty or a mystery prize, which consisted of some free time and some free merchandise. So that happened within the first 15 minutes. It usually does. Actually, there was actually a player that busted but opted not to rebuy.
Not to
re-enter. So by default, Chocolate Thunder was your winner.
It was the first thing I heard walking up to the room this morning. But these players have been, most of them have been going since 11 a.m. So 12-hour day here so far. And yeah, you can bet they're going to be very careful with every decision from this point forward.
Yeah, hold on. He said hold the X. Yeah, hold on. He said hold the X. Yeah, button right.
I don't know if he's talking to them.
He's talking to them.
Huh?
He's talking to them.
That's what I was thinking. Huh?
He's talking to them.
That's what I was thinking.
Can you run the scan the cards, please? Can you run the scan the cards, please? Yes, 8 folds. Yes, 8 folds.
Is it up to me again? Is it up to me again?
Right. 250,000. 250,000.
Dickey or going to be aggressive in late position? Oh.
He's going to find a customer, though, in Sigdale, who does have him covered. And at 18 big blinds, may just rip it.
Yeah, and does opt to rip it.
I imagine we're going to see that dynamic quite a bit here. Open, 3-bet jam with the depths they have. You can see here, average stack is 1.4 mil.
Yeah,
and with blinds at 100, it's 14 bigs is the average stack. So
yeah, started this final table at 50K, 75K, 75K, but now have bumped up to 50, 100K. 100K is a big blind ante, as you see there. And don't forget, for those of you
No, you can't.
multi-card players,
one
we are
card, so
running
go
a
ahead.
$300 buy-in Congress, 10K guarantee tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. We have doubled that guarantee from when we've previously ran it just over a month ago. So $300 buy-in, $20 staff optional staff add-on for additional 10K, so you can start up with 40K in chips for $320 in 2 p.m. start time tomorrow, 10K guarantee.
yeah, and you can see the impact here with Valle folding an ace-8. 7-handed.
Yeah, we see
Really, yeah, if you're not ready to put in your stack, you really can't risk opening the pot.
Again, finding ourselves once again in a blind versus blind situation. Oh, Mr. Irons, Larry, the flush draw. fairly even equity. Wow. As he's checked to snap betting for 125 or 250K.
Nicely done from Corvette Larry, as he's known around here.
Yeah, and the chip denominations, the purple chip's 25K, the blue chip's 100K.
I believe those are the only two denominations
That's
we have
correct.
in play.
Based off the blind levels and how they increase every 30 minutes.
One fold. One fold.
Valker picking up a premium. And just goes ahead and open jam at 875K. Really didn't have a whole lot of options there.
Yeah, but good spot to pick that hand up. Even if he gets no calls, going to pick up some blinds, going to get him at least through one more orbit.
Yeah, when you've got 9 bigs, adding 2.5 to your stack without having to survive the run out is always worthwhile.
Bowker just going to rip his stack with pocket sixes. Darby, yeah, willing to get it in as well with the suited Broadway cards. Signal, even though he's got one of the biggest chip stacks remaining on the table, probably going to want to lay this one down, considering it's going to be half of a stack approximately. Probably going to be taking this hand heads up.
Yeah, 6 is a tricky hand to the low jack with this particular stack size. It's basically a rip it or fold.
And effectively 50-50 equity in this hand. Safe board still for the 6s.
Darby at risk and looking for a king or a queen.
And now looking for a king or a queen only.
And for good measure.
Yeah.
And for good measure.
No such luck. Set of 6s on the river, as is the Palace Poker tradition.
Right.
If you've watched any of our cash live streams, you know 6s always hit the river.
So they tripled me up a long time ago.
All right. Six players remaining.
GG's Darby.
Well, not your first table because you busted. Free bet. Well, not your first table because you busted. Free bet. That was nice.
Had him at one of my tables
That was nice.
today. I did contribute to the prize pool, as did many others.
Yeah, just finishing with under $2,400 in this prize pool. Now the pay jumps are going to get a little bit more significant. Again, as Dude Maestro stated, with only it being a 250 buy-in, the pay jumps may not seem very consequential in terms of dollar amount, but relative to the actual buy-in itself, definitely some ICM implications with the final 6 remaining players.
Sigdale with the premium. Pocket 10s. 6-handed is an absolute monster.
Queen two, I think. Queen two, I think.
And Sigdale there with the raise and take it.
Yeah, we're seeing this 250K open size being used quite a bit, but with the average chip stacks, as short as they all are, kind of surprised they're not just going with the min click. You're going to get the same information at 200K as you do for 250.
Yeah, and the sizing here, you know, you're using the standard size is 2x open, especially these shallow depths.
Yeah, there's just typically not anything gained from that extra 50K.
And 50K, if losing it, if you get ripped on, you have to fold. That's pretty significant. It's a small blind at this point, so.
Let's see if pocket sixes can do it again. Might not get any takers. Valle finds the call on the button. Probably thinking he can take advantage of position, but he's got the worst possible holding to have against Sigdale here. Still, if we get a high flop here, you very well could find a chance to take this down. That is not going to do it.
Wow, interesting flop
Open-ender versus top set.
Yeah, top set versus the open-ender backdoor hearts for Ovale. And gets checked, too. Could get check ripped here. Yeah, it does get check ripped all in. And an interesting position for Ovale here again. Some shorter stacks behind him.
It is Ovalle, by the way.
Ovalle, excuse me.
Yeah, I figured with the tournament and last names instead of stream names, I'd better ask everyone how they like to say it. And this is the catch here. I mean, he's flopped about as good as you could ever hope to flop.
Yeah, especially on the button, especially considering, you know, Sigdale from early positions, obviously going to have the over pairs and over cards as well. So not the greatest flop for his perceived hand, but actually a great flop for his actual hand. Does get.
Yeah, I think if he's not covered there, he might find it.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the difference between short stack tournament poker on a final table and a deep stack cash game. That plays out very differently there.
And again, 335 total entries for 11 a.m. start time, 250 buy-in, 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 50K guarantee that hit a price pool of over 70K. Larry here under the gun with pocket eights. 6 players remaining. Ooh. Dickie, you're going to make a... fairly loose call on the button with an offsuit ace, considering the open came from early position.
And wow, we're just seeing sets hit non-stop here.
Look at this, though. Gut shot for Dickey, gut shot for Sigdale.
Sigdale's open-ended, actually.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, excuse me, open-ended. My apologies here. And Larry betting a half pot, or yeah, half pot. Not gonna leave
Dickey's going to make this call with the gut shot and over for half, basically half of his remaining stack. That's a surprising call. I think if you're going to go with it, you might as well rip it and see both cards. Potentially fold out your opponent even. But the flat call is going to put him in a real tough spot here unless he actually hits the turn. Which, as we saw, at least one of those was already gone, and looking at the top of the screen, it looks like 2 of the 7s are gone.
Now goes open-ended.
Yeah, a little extra equity here.
And he may think, yeah. And that's the thing, though. If you're going to call and you hit a card like this on the turn, you either have to go for it or not go for it. Because there's not many turn cards other than the card you specifically need are going to be a good card. So not a ton of equity to be realized by virtue of calling on that flop.
Yeah, it's really back-to-back hands we've seen where kind of a deep stack approach was taken on a short stack hand. You see how very quickly you run into trouble because you just do not have 3 streets to make these decisions and to play out that equity.
And as you've seen there, next player eliminated. Going to get a nice little pay bump of nearly $3,100. And as the blinds are 50K small blind and 100K big blind and 100K big blind ante, 6 is coming around again for Mr. Hardcastle. And looking probably gonna get folds all the way around, and as he does. Got a very important hand for Hardcastle as he picks up both the blinds and the big blind ante.
I'm about 95% confident that we would have seen a flop set of 6s.
Probably so.
Had it gotten there. So.
And if you would like to see more of these types of final tables and these types of tournaments being run here at Palace Poker, like, share, and subscribe. Got some neat things hopefully coming up at the turn of the year. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Palace Poker TX, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Did you mention tomorrow's event?
I did, but I can mention it again.
I'm not sure which audio got out and which ones didn't. So
I'll talk about that in between hands. Sigdale here as the biggest stack on the table. Going to put some pressure on these players with the 4-due offsuit, knowing that there is ICM implications. And both players in the blinds got to call a little more snug to defend, playing out of position. So as Dude Maestro mentioned, tomorrow $300 buy-in, Congress tournament at 2 p.m. What was originally going to be a 5K guarantee has now been doubled to 10K. So $300 buy-in, Congress tournament with a 10K guarantee. You're going to start off with 30K, 30-minute levels, but also if with your entry you want to do a staff add-on for $20, you're going to get an additional 10K for 40K starting stack.
you know, I was going to mention, if you notice on your screen, you do have chip stacks and payouts scrolling by on the bottom. And we haven't called any attention to our dealer. We got Matt in the box. Doing a fine job for us this evening. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more raise and take-its at this stage. Only 8 more minutes left in this level, and then a noticeable bump in blinds up to 150K coming. So that's going to put even more pressure on some of these stacks.
A lot of these stacks are going to be even more compressed than they are now. So,
and every one of them hoping to see hands better than what are popping up on our screen. Are you going to see if he can take one down here with the 6-5 suited? He just called, though. With the way this is going to play now, I think I would have rather just seen a min click there. And maybe you take it down pre-flop, which is always a victory with 6 high. Levi is going to bump that up, though.
yeah.
Significantly by the look of it.
And a reasonable hand to squeeze with, considering a late lip from late position. And knowing that Dickey had a short stack in the big blind behind him. Great squeeze there. Not only picks up the blinds, but also gets to pick up that limp there from Hirons.
Yeah, very, very tough size to defend against.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man.
Might just put you all in with 7 dudes. Might just put you all in with 7 dudes.
That was his buddy, too. This guy's brutal. That was his buddy, too.
Sigdell with 3.1 million is our only player with over 20 big blinds at this stage.
Again, with that big, oh, Dickey here. What a great spot to pick up.
Yeah,
Big
Larry,
six suited.
Larry limped again, and he's going to get faced with a raise again. This one's going to be just a little bit bigger than the last one.
Smaller.
All in.
Yeah, and does.
There was really
Rip
no
all
other
in.
size there.
Yeah, especially considering he has less than 5 big blinds. Larry,
How much?
he may think he's flipping here. Could think that Dickey's squeezing
You
light.
love being all in, don't you?
May think he has some equity with his hand.
I'm short.
And although he doesn't realize what he's up against.
Yeah, it's pretty much worst case scenario for
Yeah,
him.
with suited big slick.
Show me if I fold. Okay.
As you can see, there's already 825K in the pot.
Ace deuce.
So he's basically getting 2 to 1 on his hand.
You had me kicked. Huh? Good fold.
In just a few more minutes before we bump those blinds up to 75K, 150K. Average stack size right around 11, 12 big blinds for all these players. Or 16 big blinds, was it? 1.6 and 500. Now these blinds increase in a few minutes. They will be compressed to about 10, 11, 12 big blinds.
Baye with a nice hand to the cutoff. Let's get going with that 250K size. Don't think he's going to get a taker. As chips continue to move around the table, you see there are chip counts and leaderboards. We've already had 3 players exit the final table, so we're down to our final 6. The stacks ranging from 8 big blinds up to 29 for our chip leader Sigdale.
And although he does what seems to be like a big chip lead, when these blinds increase, if he loses a big hand, right, that can flip at the switch of a dime very quickly. Somebody else.
Well, he very quickly goes from 30 bigs to 20 just on the level change. So
and if he loses someone with like 8 big blinds, 10, 11 big blinds, he could lose that. More
Every-
than half a stack.
every hand becomes a potential 3-bet jam.
And Bowker is just going to stuff it. Pocket seven's correct move.
On the button, absolutely.
Yeah, considering stack sizes.
1.15. 1.15.
1 million, 1 million. 1 million, 1 million.
And a tough hand to call with here.
This is supposed to be a fold on this spot, typically.
And especially with Dickey behind him with what, was it 5, 6 big blinds? Give or take?
He's up to 8 now.
Oh, he's up
because he
8.
had that. He won that ace king hand.
You got a middle pair. You got a middle pair. You got a pair? You got a pair?
You?
They trying to get a little bit of a read here.
I did have a pair. Really good one.
A good one?
Really good. Really good one.
A good one?
Really depends on your.
Oh,
Depends
yeah.
on what you think.
A really good
I
one.
remember last time we showed you had 6s.
It was 7s.
Like, you could have any
Definitely
pair.
better
You
than.
could have any pair. I say queen. I say maybe better than that.
They're now to hand 22 of this final table. Most of these guys have been battling each other for the last couple hours. We were on our final 2 tables for quite a while.
Guess you'll have to get him.
The battle from 18 down to 9 took a number of levels.
Yeah, and that final table bubble lasted nearly an hour.
That was pretty brutal. Stacks definitely built up and went down significantly. All right, we're going to get a king 8 versus 4-3 here. Going to a flop. Hardcast on an interesting spot here with only 6 bigs.
Right.
There's almost a full stack of his in the pot already. He's got 550K in the pot. He's got 600 behind.
Yeah, a small bet here for Bowker. It looks like 200K, I believe. Wow.
Going to get called.
Wow, it's going to float with 4 high with no backdoor draws really other than running straight cards.
Yeah, he's going to have to make the aggressive play and actually just put the money in himself. It's not going to work.
Oh, wow. Going to get an open jam, and it's probably going to be a snap call.
Yeah, he ran into the king.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think that if that's anything but a king, I think that move works. If he was going to do something, probably should have just check ripped it there.
I think on the flop was the time to do it. The odds that Bowker had connected to 10 deuce deuce rainbow was pretty slim. If he rips it there, he gets the fold and basically doubles up.
Yeah. And Hardcastle eliminated in 6th place. Does get just under $3,100. Leaves 5 players remaining with the next player to be eliminated to make just over 4K.
And blinds are up.
Yep. Now up to 75K for the small blind, 150K for the big blind, 150K big blind ante. Gonna as stated earlier,
Yeah. Plus, we should have done
the
it.
ICM jump implications are going to be slightly more significant now.
Actually, his bet is not actually not that terrible. I mean, if you don't have a king, you're folding him. It's not that terrible. I mean, having that king, you're
Let's say 20 times.
raise. All right. 3,000.
Oh, Dickey under the gun with kings. Just going to min-click it.
I like it.
It's a very suspicious raise with such a short stack.
And he's been active, so Valle could put him on all number of things and feel that ace high is good enough to go here.
Change your mind?
Yeah.
He does make the call. Oh, wow. Yet another set. Try not to smile that much, Dickie. You're grinning ear to ear. You're not getting a cent here. And hand goes in the muck. Yeah.
Table's a hand, top set.
Never getting paid there. But he has managed to chip his way up a little bit.
Yeah, it was at one point like 4.5 big blinds at a couple levels ago. Now at 8.5, which is not horrible considering
blinds have gone up.
The blinds have gone up, yeah. We started this final table, I believe, 50K small blind, 75K big blind, 75K big blind ante. So,
as you can see, it's Dickey and Valle are in the bottom two spots right now. So that hand was very important for the dynamic of this table. And here they are again, blind on blind. Yeah, it's absolutely the right move. Open jam it, get it back.
Or maybe a king I called.
And just like that, Dickey's the short stack again.
suited Broadway cards for the chip leader here. Look from the open five-handed. Pretty big open. Looks look about 3x. 300K. Oh no, I'm sorry. Blinds have been up. Blinds have raised to 75K, 150K. So standard open from under the gun, 5 open. Standard open from under the gun, going to 2x.
Oh wow, Dickey has kings again. Ooh, there's the grin.
Oh, I think now we all have a tell on Dickey. When you see that side tilt smile, he's got kings.
Oh my.
650,000.
You know what? You gotta love it.
The Chocolate Thunder.
He's been for a ride today in this tournament.
Super small 3-bet here. It's very suspicious. Signals probably thinking,
you're the short stack. Why do you not just jam?
If I'm Signal here, if he just jams there, I may have a higher propensity to call with a Queen Jack suited.
Absolutely.
When this little min click here, I'm thinking you're pretty strong because you want to get called.
What'd you fall?
Smart lay down. Gonna show the kings again.
Yeah, but he knows. Yeah.
Dickey now picking up a little steam and picking up some chips. As he was one of the short players to start this final table.
Well, you know, getting premium pairs will do that.
He doesn't always want to go straight up. He's got to have a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him play the long game, though. Pick up aces and look all distressed when he
Right.
puts some money in.
I guess. Nice little pay jump, about $1,000 to 4K for the next player eliminated. And this is the hand that the cutoff could reasonably jam with here. Puts in approximately about a third of the stack here.
Yeah, I think with 10 bigs, that typically is going to be a jam. Is he the shortest stack right now?
No, I think there's a couple. He could be. I mean, he may be now.
Yeah, I think he is. In which case, yeah, that's typically going to play better as just an open jam.
You're nicer when you're on camera.
Yeah, Larry here's lost a
not
few
picking on you,
chips
That's all
the
right.
past 5 to
I'm
10
just
hands
playing my
here
hand.
by limping his
Wouldn't have you
respective
doing any
positioning,
other way.
either getting raised or jammed on. So
Just going to keep bringing up those stacks because they're super relevant at this point. And you see Larry has worked his way down to
more aggressive.
9 bigs,
More?
but our chip leader's only 18 bigs, so
Ben?
yeah, very,
a
very
double up and you're a chip leader.
right. Very compact final table with 5 remaining left. Very critical decisions to be made here as the pay jumps becomes more significant relative to the $250 buy-in. Again, first place going to walk away with over $16,000.
Got a limped pot here. Everyone hoping to get a little lucky on the flop.
Look at this, though.
This is an interesting one. Why picking up top pair, but hearts with the ace, the diamonds is more than enough.
And this is a really interesting spot for
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Ovalle.
Ovalle
I've heard that before.
with top pair with no
Actually.
diamonds.
Can't be too worried kicker-wise.
Right.
It was a limped pot after all,
You know I'm going to see this later, right?
but you're
I need
very
to
concerned
go
with the
home
diamonds. Uh-oh, the speech.
Larry here, a regular in the room.
Usually you hear that speech when they're already ahead.
Right.
But he is not yet. He's just very, very low. Well, I guess technically it says he is equity-wise, but not by much.
Whoops, excuse me. Whoops.
I don't think he did
maybe
not
a-
know he was in hand.
Card was revealed on the fold there.
Signal, though, only with middle pair and a 10 of diamonds.
Would you bluff me off of,
You are
Larry?
too tight. You are too tight.
I had a king.
You had a king, did you? Could you beat that one?
I don't know. I have to see the other one.
Oh, would you? You had to pay for that.
You said one diamond.
I could just see it later.
Larry shows the ace of diamonds, but not the other.
I shouldn't show it, but I was so damn happy to get it. Wanted to show everybody.
Too big.
All right, we are at the hand 28, the final table. Dickie with some suited broadways. Gonna bump it up.
Oh, yeah.
A little more than I was thinking.
I think it's 325 maybe. Slightly over 2x.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Got one little extra purple in there. We've seen him try a few different things here, maybe trying to get a feel for how the table's responding to some different sizes and lines.
How does player in here calls?
Does get a ticker. And these two are going to go to the flop and battle again. Wow. Dickie just flops the absolute world. He flops the nuts with the redraw, and he's smiling and laughing again.
I think Chocolate Thunder is my new favorite poker player. Sorry, I generally don't laugh at players, but this is funny. I love it.
He's going to have fun watching this back.
You know what? I'm going to take. You know what? I'm going to take. 2.
Oh, I love it.
10.
It only gets better. Unfortunately, it makes it harder for him to get paid with that ace out there. Why his hand downgraded from second pair to third pair. He's really hoping to incentivize a bluff.
Trapped lane. Automatic rip.
And yeah, that's
and
a quick
snap
fold.
fold. Shows the nuts. Yeah, and Scallywags. When I opened up the tournament on the headset, I made an announcement and said that the first player to bust in felt and re-enter will get like a little mystery prize. And lo and behold, Chocolate Thunder was the first person eliminated. Although there was technically someone else eliminated before him, but opted not to re-enter, so obviously that person is not eligible. But Chocolate Thunder ended up getting some free time, some free merchandise. I'm pretty sure he's happy that he busted very early on, because now he's at least going to be guaranteeing himself over a $5K payout.
Ooh. What is that?
And Dickie here. That's going to work. I don't think that's going to work. And Dickie here. Considering Colin being open-handed here, still has a little bit of equity. Larry does flop top pair. Little gut shot for Valle. Backdoor diamonds as well. And this is an interesting spot for Larry if Dickie opts to make the call here.
Okay, good. I can see. Good. I was open ended. Yeah, I 5-6.
Yeah, Larry's going to make the call here with top pair. Ovaya's going to need some help on the turn. Obviously, a 9 gets him there, but a diamond wouldn't hurt as well.
Oh. Okay.
Another 8 would be fun.
You follow open ended like that? 5-6? Okay.
No, not now.
Oh, now Valle turns the tables by turning a 10. Larry going to need a queen or now down to crumbs with just under 5 big blinds remaining. Does get a couple hands before he gets into the blinds. So Valle picking up some chips. Again, we've talked about this, that any swing in chips can change things very quickly with these 5 remaining players.
And you can see that impact right there. Larry now in a very tough spot as he's going to be the clear stacked target for the remaining 4 players that are all relatively close.
Yeah, I think one of these players are going to try to either A, force Larry to get his chips in to eliminate him for their own respective pay jump, or wait for one of the other players to try to make a move. So
It's also a spot where you can put a lot of pressure on some of these other stacks that are around the same size as you, because they're going to be extra tight knowing there's a short stack pending.
Yeah, and look at this hand from Larry in the cutoff.
That's going to be good enough.
How much is that?
Definitely shoving things there. Oh, and Dickey actually has a hand he can consider calling with.
Quadruple up.
7.
Yeah, the shove is under 5 bigs.
Yeah.
So the threshold's pretty low on that front.
And Dickey can think that, Larry's shoving light here, may consider himself potentially ahead or even flipping, but it's going to be actually dominated.
It looked like Valle was thinking about it for a little bit. If he made the call, I don't know if Dickey would come along at that point.
Yeah, I think if he makes a call, Dickey folds there, but Dickey looking like he's in a tough spot. Looked like he was about to fold. Now reconsidering his decision.
He definitely wants someone to call, and he doesn't know what Balker has. And fives are going to be ahead against a lot of what gets shoved here.
All right,
So he goes the isolate route, I believe, in re-jammed it.
Oh, no, I think he just called.
That's it.
Not yet.
Yeah, just calls here. And can't like the position he's in right now. And Larry here in a really great spot to double up to get him back to nearly 10 big blinds after losing some chips recently.
We've seen a lot of sets flopped, so who gets one here?
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Oh, both of them.
Set over set.
Uh-oh.
Dickey drawn to a 5 and a 5. Was going to say 5 and a 5. Only a 4 or a 5. Right? 4?
Yep, 4.
So that one.
Had to be 5.
Yeah, I can't do math. Math is hard. Been here since 9 a.m. You're right.
It has been a long day.
It's been a very long day. I'm generally good at the maths. All right, 5 players left. Again, 335 entries here. Average stack size, 2 million. It's about 13, 14 big blinds apiece. One player walking away with over $16,000. Our first quote-unquote real tournament here with no staff add-ons or rebuys.
Mm-hmm.
Very successful tournament overall.
But look what that one hand did.
Yeah.
And how quickly that dynamic shifts.
Incredible turnout today. Hit the guarantee at the first break. Approximately like 130-ish, 145-ish. Needed about 230. I think we got 236, 237 at that. Effectively got there. Ended up crushing the guarantee to get to over $70,000 in the prize pool.
And there were plenty of cash tables going at the same time.
Right. And I think before we came down here, we were approximately at 12 tables. Getting some 1-3 going, some 1-2-5 PLO going.
You all in or
Is
what?
it a 1-3 game? It's always a good one.
More than me right now, I think.
No, he's not on. He's not on hand.
Oh, you couldn't really
That's
see it?
what I want. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thought you were messing with me. You want me to?
Got hand 32 here. Eddie, do you know, do we have Matt locked in for the stream or
What's that?
the dealer?
I believe we do. I think he's
Raise.
trying to get some reps in.
In for the run.
Yeah. So we have we're going to be picking up the live stream schedule here. Oh, Dickie.
Yeah.
Going to spice things up with the 7 deuce suited. You can tell he doesn't have a strong hand because he wasn't tilting his head nor smiling. Does get re-ripped ISO'd by Bowker with the ace-jack offsuit. Pretty standard re-rip.
And Larry looking down at a pretty hand that he knows he's going to have to fold here. That's why I think that's what the laugh was for. It's like, I hate folding these hands, but I know it's right.
And Dickie there, going to lay it down after trying to make a move.
Those moves are expensive at this point.
Yeah.
Popular
I
hand.
can't be suited.
Lots of ICM. Again, talked about that once these lines increase throughout this tournament.
Sure.
Do you have anything, Larry?
For sure. I'll
Yeah, I suited Jack Queen.
You're in bad
What'd you
shape.
have?
You're in bad shape.
Ace Queen.
Yeah, next person out is getting about $4,000, but 16K up top.
Yep.
So there's plenty of money to play for here. No one's quite ready to go out just yet. Five-handed, any ace is going to look pretty good. Valle flops top pair here, but gets bet into. Elected just flat. Probably not too excited about his kicker, although another diamond ought to help his feelings about that.
Bowker can slow down. Does have some shoulders available. Does not need to really force anything here. Especially again, we talked about stack sizes. Both players very, similar stack sizes. Doesn't want to give up a ton of chips here with ICM in play. See if he's going to try to eke out a little bit of value or just go ahead and take his top pair to showdown, considering his weak kicker does look like he's reaching for some betting chips.
This could play out in any number of ways. Bowker does have the ace of hearts here, but it is also a paired board.
And also having the ace of hearts is a really bad card for Bowker to potentially bluff catch with ace high. Is blocking that flush there, but as played, a lot of these lower cards probably favor Valle's big blind defending range. He's going to have a lot more sixes in his range, a lot more nines in his range, a lot more hearts in his range.
$450 was a pretty reasonable price, but Valkyr does find the fold. Ace high just doesn't feel as strong with these pay jumps. ICM pressure is a very real thing.
Oh, Sigdale here. Pocket jacks in the cutoff. Go slightly 2x. An interesting hand for Vaya here. This Broadway cards of the unsuited variety. Now, Sigdale was at one point earlier in the final table the chip leader. I got a little PTSD from this hand. This is how I went out earlier, jacks versus king jack. But unlike king king X on the flop, this is a 6 high flop.
Are we on break after this?
Pretty much ideal for Sigdale. With 1.4 million in his stack and 1.1 in the middle, hey, he's going to look for that opportunity to go ahead and put the money in.
Yeah, he's going to overbet, rip it. Again, blinds are about to bump up to 100K, 200K with a 200K big blind ante. We talked about this since the beginning of the stream. These blinds are going to be incredibly compressed and compact now.
Yeah, and it looks like that clock that popped up on our screen might have been just a few seconds behind the actual clock. You can see we're already 30 seconds in on the dealer's tablet, and they are at 122 right now. Valle on the button with ace jack. Very much premium 5-handed. Expect just a min click open. It does look like that's what he went with.
And Dickie here now. Probably just going to go ahead and re-jam here. Very reasonable hand to do it, especially considering that Valle is one of the chip leaders, if not the chip leader, and does get his stack in the middle.
You're going to get a jam and a call from the Valle.
Standing up already.
1.1, yeah, 1.1 million.
Okay.
Not much more to call for him.
You can't fold here with ace jack 5-handed against the short stack.
No, especially when it's only 400K to call.
Mm-hmm.
Valle here. I think he's doing a little bit of inventory to kind of see if he were to call and lose to see what he's going to be left with. Still going to have plenty of chips.
Yeah.
To play with all things considered, you're going to leave him with 12 big blinds.
It's really a must call in that situation. So he does find it.
And also value having the ace of clubs does not help. Dickie here, obviously the jack's not good. Really going to be looking for a king.
Keep one time.
Also, again, the ace. You're blocking some Broadway cards as well.
Yee.
Yeah, ace jack ahead significantly still on this flop. Dickie going to need a king. Now still a king and a king only.
Thank you.
And that will do it.
Hey.
Chocolate Thunder has been eliminated.
Yeah, Chocolate
GG's.
Thunder going to come away with 4K here again.
All right.
Fired 2 bullets into this thing.
4K, a hoodie, some time.
A hat also.
A hat also, yeah.
So not a bad return for the Chocolate Thunder. 4 players left remaining, all vying for the 16K plus first place prize.
You did fold like the first 7.
And you can see right now it's Larry on the
That's the most I saw you fold
short
in a
end
row.
of this, but
All day.
at these depths,
Yeah, I'm sure it was bad.
every pot
I
is
did the
going
same
to
thing. I folded
switch that dynamic around.
And the next pay jump, we got $1,300 to about 53 and some change.
I believe, yeah, Larry's under the gun here, so he's really hoping to pick up something this hand or the next one.
Yeah. I'm sure they weren't good.
You'd like to pick up one here where he can get paid in full by the blinds. Six-4 suited is not going to be good enough for that. Valkyr just completes, but Sigdale with the jacks is not going to stand for that. Expect to see some more money go in, potentially all of it.
Yeah, ripping a snap fold, it looks like.
Yep. And Valkyr had a very easy decision there, but almost any hand ends up having to fold there knowing that the short stack's about to go through the blinds. Very few hands that can actually have a fin.
Okay.
No, we said before that any ace is pretty good five-handed, four-handed, even more so.
Yeah, even more so, agreed.
The thing is, when you get short-handed like this, any card you have is less likely to be held by any of your opponents as well. Unlike a full ring game,
Right.
where there's almost always someone else with another ace. Or
Better ace, yeah. Looks like he's folding.
a little bit of showboat.
I know. That's a look of like, hey, do I want to gamble and go and I'm getting
Got a pair
tired?
down there?
Nah, it looks like he's going to lay it down.
I think that was legitimately the thought process
Yeah.
there.
We've all been there before. We're like, I'm already made 5K.
Well,
16K is a lot. I'm tired.
But if you fold here, then pay a small blind, you get to go a few more hands.
Yeah, it's true.
give me 1 minute here.
Take your time.
Taking a lot longer than I expected with 5-4 offsuit. But he does only have 4 bigs, so.
I mean, he is live.
Tell me if I fold.
Right, and that's probably part of the thought process here.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely to just be.
Just in.
Cancel our heads up.
Yeah, you bought that
Does
one.
opt to finally lay it down.
Yeah, you.
Well, now he's managed to find a few more hands to look for his opportunity. Signal on the button with a small pocket pair. Look for him to open this up. Expect just 400.
Oh, and high runs.
Yeah, but this jam is only 675K, so, or 775. So it's really not much more.
Yeah,
Signal.
again, as you see in the equities there, coin flip.
But in terms of money, there's a lot more at stake.
Does opt to make the call.
Yeah, we got a legit flip here. As you can see on the stats, perfect
There's only
50-50.
one card.
Aside from the Jack and the 10, there are a lot of other boards that could lead to straights or counterfeit Sigdale's fours. Ace Queen's not a bad start. Larry picked up a king out, and there it is.
Yahtzee.
That's it. Check mark. Yeah, there's no coming back from that on the turn.
Just like that, Larry back in the mix again.
Another day.
I thought you said you had to go home.
Larry's not going home just yet.
Down, huh?
Do I wait on him or
Let's sit
what?
down and stack up his chips.
You have a straight.
Oh, I did?
You,
What the fuck? Hey, what's wrong?
Here, the table, he did not even know he caught a straight.
No, I didn't see it.
I thought that's why you went like this.
I was wondering. It looked like he was walking away from his chair.
Well, I couldn't.
Not realizing
Vision, you know.
him getting Broadway there, doubling up his stack, putting him a little bit in play now. Avalia with the overwhelming chip lead again. The other three players right around 9-10 big blinds. A lot of things can change the dynamic of this final table with these stack depths can change significantly.
Yeah, just like that, Larry's second in chips. Whatever that means when everyone's got around 10, huh? Looks like we're getting a three-way limped pot here.
Very interesting flop.
Larry
Just flopping the nuts. The doctor with a little gut shot as well would need a 7.
Novaye just looking for running hearts.
Right.
Picking on me again?
Novaye here, open in on the
Oh,
bottom
not
end.
talking. Okay.
Backdoor hearts.
Like you said, I gotta go home.
Yeah, Hiron's here.
Oh, there you go.
And not the worst flop for Valle to lead on.
No, but it does not feel near as good calling off a jam.
$1.7. What'd you say?
1 million.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get all those chips, Larry?
Valle thinking about this, concerning his backdoor equity, actually opened it and knowing how crushed he is, maybe thinking that Larry is maybe just top pair. Unfolds his hand. Larry's gonna. Let's see if Larry shows. He doesn't look the type of player to show.
Yeah.
And does show.
Just the 8?
Shows the nuts there. Valle, very happy about his decision.
Yeah, he probably thought he had maybe 15 outs working. The reality was a lot slimmer than that.
9-hand.
As you saw, he only had 4% equity at that point.
I thought I guess I bet too much. I know I bet too much.
Well,
I should have just.
You're gonna let me hit my flush on the river, so good bet.
Whew.
Sigdal waiting, lurking in the big blind with the premium.
Good for you. Good.
With 6.9 blinds, yeah. Shove is really the only option here. And Avaya's ace not really strong enough to defend.
Acting like you didn't like your hand. You're acting like you didn't like your hand.
I don't think I have. I don't know what to make it play.
I took a rack of purple and I only gave you a barrel. I owe you 500.
Okay.
I'm doing the math after.
Why would I go all in very black?
Looks like our action tracker hasn't moved on to the next hand here. We are getting a jam.
Yeah, it's just gonna stuff his stack in here. And we'll see what he has here. Oh, just gonna rip it with a 10-4 suited.
Why not?
Oh, and Larry here with a snap call. And Bowker being relatively quiet on this stream. Tried to make a move with a 10-4. Larry waking up with a premium four-handed.
You play a heck of a game.
Thank you.
Bowker eliminated in the 4th place.
GG, Bowker.
And for his efforts, going to be making $5,300, leaving 3 players left here, all vying for that 16K. First place prize, next elimination is going to make approximately 2K more than this 4th place butts out to leave with nearly $7,300.
Yeah, but even that 4th place is 21 buy-ins. I mean, that's a good result from any tournament.
You have the shortest. Right? All righty.
So Larry went from walking out the door, quite literally, to chip leader here. 4.2 million in the stack. Valle at 3.1 and Sigdal at 2.2. Anybody's game. No one really gets anything on this flop.
I think whoever takes a stab at this is going to take it down.
And that was Ovaya doing it.
I'll give you this time. No more.
Thank you.
No more.
Larry going to just take this one down real quickly and add to his chip lead. Now in a position to put pressure on others. Got about 11 and a half minutes left in this 100K, 200K level.
Pardon me? Oh. I was wondering what you said. You know, didn't I just do that? Yeah, I haven't.
Not seeing the hands yet, but Avaya going for the open. He has a couple of broadways. We do get a big blind defend here, so we're going to see a flop. Both players with a queen in their hand. That 8 high flop should keep anyone from getting into trouble here.
No much with much of anything, and Hiron's good if he takes a stab, probably going to take this pot down.
Didn't want you chasing for that flush. You might have chased all the way. But things have changed. I've got a little bit different.
Yeah, that was definitely a better
perception.
board for the big blind defending
Don't
range.
think so? Good deal.
It's just one of those spots where you can't really call the bluff either, though. Chips are too valuable at this point. Look at that. Larry's building a stack of chips in front of him. We're down to just a handful earlier. And picks up another premium here. Lurking in the small blind with a suited ace. And yeah, he's not going anywhere. Sigdell jams.
Yeah, and a snap call effectively, I believe, by Larry. Going to be well ahead here.
Looking for a king or a 3 for Sigdell. Otherwise, we're going to be heads up here in just a moment. There is a 3, but also a 10 on the flop.
So needs a 3 or a king on 10 river. Really close there with the queen of diamonds. Looking for a king or a 3 only.
Jack is not going to do it.
And just like that, we're heads up. After just a few hands ago, Larry thought he was eliminated from the tournament. Now playing for $16,000. Second place playing for $10K.
Heads up with a noticeable chip lead. 35 big blinds versus 12 big blinds.
Yeah. Again, a lot can change here. As we seen in just the last few minutes with Larry.
giving you another
on the brink
1,000.
of what he thought was being eliminated. Now, effectively the overwhelming chip leader.
Also, GG's to Sigdell,
Yeah,
who
Sigdell.
leaves with $7,246 after a long, hard-fought day. Yeah, these chip stacks are really interesting because even if a Valle picks up a double up, they're basically going to be even at that point. So it's going to take more than one hand to flip the dynamic.
And it looks like they're potentially considering talking about making a deal heads up.
You know what? Because you played that 7 deuce against that a while ago, and I told you my respect went up, we'll do it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much for a second?
11-5.
11.5.
And I get the rest.
So it looks like a deal has been made.
Because he's gonna put.
Sounded like a pretty good deal for a Valle.
Yeah. I believe, if I heard it correctly.
Good, son. I'm proud of you.
I tried. I got lucky right there with the 10, but
Yeah, but that calling him with that to knock out 10 players.
I think Avaya got 11-5.
oh yeah, I was just tired. I was frustrated. I was like, this.
Hey, well, you know, we all play,
Can't do
what,
math
2
right now
hours
because
on
I've been
2
here for
tables?
15, 16 hours.
What are we doing here? We playing or are we chopping?
We're shopped, yeah. No, I'm
You got
gonna
first, he's got second.
11-5 for second, and then
So 11.5 for him.
Yeah, so it looks like about 14-6, 14-7 for Larry, 11-5 for Valle as they make a deal heads up.
That's reasonable. Now that I look at the actual payouts there. Second was at $10 short of 10K, so just a little bit of a bump, which he does have a bit of equity there. Like you said, one double up, and it was a coin flip. I wouldn't have been surprised to have seen them get even and then discuss the chop. But as we saw, Larry was ready to walk out the door a while ago and is probably more than happy to take this home.
And just like that, the inaugural Winter Classic 50K guarantee has come to a conclusion with Larry Hirons. Again, just a few minutes ago, thought was eliminated. Won some key hands. Obviously, that one where he turned Broadway to finish first place here for nearly $14,700. It was originally slated for $16,181. Made a deal with Avalia, where Avalia gets 11.5, so he finishes just above 10K or above 11K. And those price pool amounts for first and second are not adjusted on the screen. However, Larry Hirons is about $14,700, as well as Ovalle for 11.5. Again, 335 entries total.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that was with us on the live stream here tonight. And if you haven't already, last chance, real quickly, go click that like and subscribe so that you know about our future live streams. We've had some killer games here already, and there will be more tournaments as well. So please like and subscribe so that you know what we've got coming.
All right, that's it for us here in the booth. We will see you soon, probably for a cash live stream coming up within the next week or two. We'll see you soon.
Good night.